Gang, listen, today we have a new LMG that has made its way up to the top tier viable on the meta list. I rock this thing on Fortune's Keep. I think it is absolutely insane. So I want to give you a full breakdown of it, attachments, recoil patterns, anything you might need to know in the firing range. So when you get out, you can absolutely dominate with this. This is going to be the BRUEN MK9. Look, we got the BT7 Spitfire suppressor, the 23 XRK Horizon V2 barrel, MK3 reflector optic, BRUEN heavy support grip with the 60 round doink on the joint. Let's bring this into the firing range and really get an understanding of exactly what this gun does, because I'm telling you, this thing's cracked. The only thing that's a negative, we'll go ahead and tackle this now. That ADS is dummy slow. Like, that super duper duper slow, but you see what this gun does, bro. This thing's kind of cracked. I'm not touching the joystick, we're just letting it free roam right now. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the whole 60 mags. So the first, that's got to be at least 11 shots, is almost controlling itself. It's just barely up, and then it's up to the left. So if we're to reverse this pattern, we're going down, and then we're coming down and to the right at about this angle right here, and then it's back up to vertical, which would look something along the lines of this right here. And then it planes back out right there. So you can have an absolute insane recoil pattern just by copying this. But what that translates to out here is an absolute melting machine that does not miss. Like, if you have a bad shot in this game, if you struggle with accuracy, this is a gun you can absolutely get out there and dominate with. And it's so accurate, you can really focus those upper body to the headshot level for your shots. I mean, unreal. The TTK on this thing's relatively quick compared to most guns, but usually when you have an LMG this accurate, it's gonna kill regardless. I mean, if people are flying in, you can zap them out of the air. You don't have to worry about really anything. I wouldn't rock it up close. I would obviously rock like an AMR9, an HMR9, maybe even a close range Ram 7 build. But even like in one consistent spray, you can still get the job done with this thing, which is crazy considering that recoil pattern. Just to give more perspective, we're gonna go ahead and shoot the same recoil pattern here, side by side. Some recoil patterns are slightly different. Like, obviously you see this one, this has like kind of a sharp little kink right here, and this didn't. But it's the same generalized shape. It's up, over, and up, which this little span right here isn't that long. So I usually tell people to strafe when they shoot left or right, but we're not really worried about like crazy horizontal recoil. I mean, I still do that for the rotational aim assist. Even if you're not doing that though, this gun is just pretty predictable. You're gonna kill within these first few shots right here I just circled. This little line right here is going to get the job done. So the magic trick to the Bruins to hit the first shot. Hit that first shot and nail the next few, and you'll legitimately only have to pull down. I'm gonna aim at this first target. I'll put it chest high. I'm not gonna touch the joystick just to get an idea of how, if it controls itself enough to kill a target here. Let's go mid-range and do it. It did, and we'll do long range. We'll aim down at the wiener, you hear me? Not quite. You could burst fire it, but these mid-range shots at the chest, it has enough, and especially up close, it definitely has enough. So that, I mean, to give you perspective, if you are within this distance of somebody, you don't even need to touch a joystick. I mean, you can absolutely just fry somebody and never worry about it. These further distances, you will have to pull the joystick down just a touch. But gang, this is, I mean, this is good stuff right here. This is top tier viable. Would I run this in ranked? Potentially. It depends on where I'm at in ranked. If I'm very high up in rank, I'm only gonna run the best of the best of the best of the best. But if I'm looking for something new for unranked and resurgence, I'm rocking this 9 times out of 10, bro. This thing is sick. I've always liked the BRUEN. It feels exactly like the Modern Warfare 2019 BRUEN, which was super fun to use. Can't complain with that. So I'm definitely throwing this into the rotation. If you are new to the channel, enjoy the content, man. If you learned something, hit that sub button. I need you to crush that like button, and I'll catch you all tomorrow for another banger. Let's get it, gang.